Hi, boys and girls, it's Mrs. Suggs. Our reading lesson today is about thinking and remembering about the information that we can learn from information books, also known as nonfiction books. The book I just read to you was about elephants, and you probably noticed it didn't have characters. It didn't have a beginning, a middle, and an end. It told us things about elephants. We are supposed to read books like that to learn something new. And that's the fun part of reading information books. But the book itself gives us a little bit of help on remembering the information that we're reading. Because most of the time when we read an information book, we're reading it new. We're reading it to learn something that we didn't know before. So the author will help us with that a little bit. Remembering new information can be hard. There's things that information books have that will help us. They're called special features. One of the things that you'll notice most information books have are photographs. Someone has taken their camera and they've gone out and taken pictures of the real objects that they're talking and showing us about in this story so that we can understand it better. Like on this page 6 from the book I read to you about elephants, the words say he sprays water with his trunk. By having a real photograph, we can see exactly how an elephant does that. There's water coming right out of the elephant's trunk. Another special feature that we get to have access to when we look at information books are those pictures or those photographs that are close up. This page, page 8, and page numbers are also a special feature too. Page 8, the words say elephants are really big. Sometimes that's going to happen when you read information books. You're going to already know some of the information it tells you. But a very close picture of this elephant allows us to look very carefully at some of the things that the words don't say. Look at the elephant's skin. It's very wrinkly and dry. So we've just learned something new simply by looking at a close-up picture. Information books will sometimes also have labels. Labels are little words and maybe even little arrows that show us what that word is to help us understand a new word that we might not know. The words on this page say, even a newborn calf is big. Well, the word calf is maybe a new word for us. We don't know what it means. Well, the author of this book has taken that word calf and put it in a little purple bubble right under the baby and pointed with a purple arrow to the baby. So the word calf must mean baby elephant. Right there. There's the label and there's the word calf. Information books will sometimes have words in special boxes. They do this so that our eyes will go to one place or another to learn something new. The boxes on this page are called text boxes. One box says elephants need a lot of food, and the author put that text box right by the elephant's mouth. And then they told us something else about the eating habits of elephants in another box. They eat for 20 hours each day. Wow, I didn't know that. That's a long time for a meal. And right there, we can see those text boxes give us extra information. We don't see these things in storybooks. Pictures are very important. They help us learn new things in information books, not just words, but an author can show us what they mean with their words about something new. This page says an elephant pushes over a tree. Well, we might think something gets pushed with our hands or our arms because that's how we push. But by looking at this picture, the author has provided us an understanding of how an elephant pushes. He didn't tell us. He showed us with a picture, and look at that. We can see the elephant pushing a tree with his trunk. Authors will also use special colors in an information book. You can see there's words in boxes around this elephant and arrows to point to the part that the words are talking about. The colors make our eyes look in special places for learning something new. Information books will sometimes have a glossary. Glossary is just a long, fancy word for a place where you can find the meaning of new words. Sometimes when you're learning something new, there's also new words to know. Like in this book, bull, that's a word that means a male elephant or a boy elephant. A cow is a word that means a female elephant. So a glossary helps us learn the understanding or the meaning of new words. You will be able to use your special tricks that we talked about today to learn some new things from information books. If you just look carefully at the pictures, the authors will give you little clues to what they want you to pay attention to. You'll get to do that in your writing for today. Good luck and have fun with information books.